Which coordinate pair is in the solution set for this inequality? Have a sheet of graph paper here. Now, to graph the inequality and find points that are in the solution set for it, we want to graph a line first. Okay, so let's change this greater than to an equal sign and graph the line first. Now, one of the easiest points to graph on the line is the y-intercept where x is 0. It's the value of y when x is 0. So when x is 0, what do we have? 3 times 0 is 0 plus 2. So when x is 0, y is going to be this number over here because this cancels out. That's just the 3 times 0 plus 2 is 2. Okay, and then the second thing we notice, this is called the slope-intercept form where the slope is 3. The number in front of x is the slope. It's 3. So we say m is 3, all right, which is really 3 over 1, okay. Now my point 0, 2 is the y-intercept is right here. That's 0, 2. And when you talk about slope, you're talking about the rise over the run. Now how much is it rising here? It's rising what? 3, and it's running what? The bottom number of 1. So if you take this point and go up 1, 2, 3 and over 1, if you rise 3 and you run 1, you're right here. Do that again, go up 3 and over 1, you're right here. Then if we draw a dashed line through these points, we'll keep going down 3 and over 1, down 3 and over 1, down 3 and over 1. So we'll draw a dashed line. Now it's a dashed line because it's not greater than or equal to. I'll show you more about that at the end, okay? In fact, we'll go the extra mile and graph this line, graph this inequality. But right now we're using a dashed line because it doesn't say greater than or equal to, it just says greater than. All right, now we're going to have 4 possibilities. The point 1, 2, we're going to the right, up, right 1 and up 2. Okay, to the right 1 and up 2. Going to the right 2 and down 1. Go over 2 and down 1. Okay, another point they give us is the origin, 0, 0. And then the 4th point is on the other side of the line. It's over here, negative 4, 0. So you're 4 to the left and you're at 0. All right? Now, let's test out 2 points here. Let's test out the point 0, 0, where x is 0 and y is 0. We're seeing, does this point, if I substitute 0, 0 in here, do I get a true statement? So we took our inequality here, and we're going to substitute 0 here and 0 here, 0 there and 0 there, and see if we get a true statement. Well, this says 0 is larger than 3 times 0 is 0, plus 2 is 2. So this says 0 is greater than 2. Okay? And that's not true, is it? So our point 0, 0 does not work. Okay? We can't use this point. So now we're going to test this point out over here. Okay, and see if that one works. We're going to put negative 4 in for x, 0 for y. So we're getting 0 is greater than negative 12 plus 2. Negative 12 plus 2 is negative 10. This is a true statement, isn't it? So we're saying points over here work, but points over here don't. Okay? So this answers our question here. Of the 4 choices, this is the one that worked. Now we're going to go ahead and graph this inequality. This answers the question for the star, but we're going to go ahead and graph the inequality here. Okay? So when graphing inequalities, this solution lies in the shaded region. So we're going to shade in this over here. Okay, so we're shading in all of this because it contains the point negative 4, 0, and all of these points over here are going to work to make that a true inequality. All right? Now, remember, when this is a greater than sign, when that's just a greater than sign, okay, what do? We dash in the line. Okay, if we had greater than or equal to for this inequality, we would fill in that dashed line. Okay? So whenever you graph this, we don't have an equal to sign, do we? We don't have that line down here. It's not like this. It's different. So we're going to go back and use this. So this is the graph of this inequality.